welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be going over the best budget beasts in Madden as of September 5th. Today we're going to be going all the ones that are up to free, up to at most 120,000 coins. So I have a lot of them on my team, so I can kind of just go through and show you guys. First, we're going to start off with the free ones that everyone has. These are just the base ones that, just so you guys know, grind, put tokens into these cards. First, we're going to start out with RG3. Obviously, he's one of the best quarterbacks. He's probably a top 3 quarterback in the game, and you can get him for free. He's very easy to do through the Campus Heroes Field Pass. But I think everyone knows RG3, along with Eric Berry. If you have Eric Berry, max him out. Everyone has Eric Berry, but put all your tokens into Eric Berry first, so you get that 80, get him to 87 overall, and then put him into Kevin Mawai. That's the best way to use your team captain tokens. Next, obviously, Jalen Ramsey is also a really good card for me. I have him up to an 87. Grind your field pass. That's how you get these upgrades. And sometimes you might get the upgrade and you might forget about it. Double check. See if you have any of these upgrades for these players that I'm going over, just in case you unlock them. And then you can get Jalen Ramsey because he goes from an 85 to an 87. And that's a huge jump for him. He became a mid card to one of the best cornerbacks in the game. And then you can max him out. He maxed out an 89, which will be a top 3 cornerback in the game. And if you get him right now, I don't think it's possible to get him right now. He would be the best, but I just don't think there's enough XP going around. But once he comes out, he's still going to be a top 3, at worst top 5 cornerback in the game that you can get for free just by grinding out your MUT level. Okay, one more art, and then Reggie White. I play him at D tackle. He's really slow for a left end, but at D tackle he plays really well. So those are basically the free ones that I wanted to go over. Jalen Watson's also good, but those are all the free ones. And now we're going to go over the actual ones that you actually have to pay for. First of all, we're going to go to John Mechie right now. John Mechie, wide receiver. Right now, he's about 90K. You can get him for 90K. And then if we look at his attributes, he's got 85 speed, 86 short route running, 82 medium, 78 deep route running. He's not a great deep route runner. He's got 82 catching. But I'm not going to lie, he plays better than an 85. He's probably the best wide receiver I have on the field. And then if we can just go to him, if you want to compare him to my other cards, such as Justin Jefferson, you can see same speed, jumping. He's very comparable to Justin Jefferson, which is everyone was saying was really good. But I'm not going to lie, I find him to play better than Justin Jefferson. I have him at my wide receiver too, just because he's a little bit shorter. But John Mechie might be the best budget wide receiver that you can buy off the auction house right now for 90K. He's definitely a steal and definitely a pickup. Next, we got Joey Blount. Joey Blount is also around the same price. So all these 85s are around the same price. He's on the more expensive end. He's closer to 120. He's about 115 you can get him for. But I'm not going to lie. He's one of the best budget cards in the game. He might be a top 3 free safety because of the way he plays. He's great. There's not many free safeties. I mean, you got Sean Taylor, but there's not many free safeties in the game as of this moment. A lot of it is strong safety heavy. So he's definitely someone to go out and get. He's 6'1", 85 speed. He's got 86 accel, 84 play rec. 73 pursuit isn't great, but he's got that 86 man coverage. If you like to run a lot of man, he's definitely someone to be picking up. And when I run man, he actually ends up playing a zone, so I'm able to user him, and he's a really good user as well. If he was a strong safety, he'd probably be the best user in the game, or one of, but he's a free safety, but you can still user him out of those nickel 3-3 packages while you running that man coverage. He plays that middle zone, and that's definitely something that I user. He's got the 80 hit power too, big hitter, definitely a really great card, and he's just a overall playmaker, especially when I have him up high. Even with that 79 zone, he's still outplaying my other safeties that I have out there, and he's still making huge plays for me. Next, we're going on to a halfback, Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is a really good halfback. I played a couple games with him. He's definitely good. He's 100K. So still around that price of 100K. But if we're really looking at 86 speed, 84 change of direction, he's got 83 trucking, and 85 break tackle. He fights for you, 5'9", 209 pounds. He has 63 catching, but I put a lot of my running backs on out routes and low wheel routes, and just out routes and stuff like that. and I'm yet to see a problem with him catching. He's got 85 carrying, 84 agility, stuff like that. He's a really good running back for me. He's very serviceable. I don't even see why you would have to upgrade. I've used Bo Jackson. I've used Taylor. I've used some of the best running backs in the game, and for my scheme, I don't see a reason to go out and get him because Kenneth Walker plays very similar to Bo Jackson. He broke about as many tackles. He's not as fast as Bo Jackson, so you're not going to get the edge as much as Bo Jackson. But I'm not a run-first team, so I don't need that Bo Jackson. If you're a pass-first, you run the ball a couple times, you put your running back on and pass on routes to go catch a pass. Kenneth Walker is definitely somebody you want to be going out for. Sam Hubbard, I mean, he's fine. He's not nothing special. He's 85,000. He's cheaper than all the other 85s. Left ends, I mean, there's not many in the game. If you want to go out, obviously Aiden Hutchinson's the best in the game, but I don't know. D-line just doesn't seem to play the same. Like, you don't seem to get as much pass rush. If you're going to get a lot of blitzes, mostly it's from loop blitzes or QB contains. That's where most of them come from. So Sam Hubbard, I mean, I don't see a reason to go out and get him. If you have like an 82, 83, and he's serviceable, that's fine. I just kind of have him on my team to fill it out, maybe stop the run every once in a while, but I haven't faced someone who runs to the outside enough to really see him. So I don't know if I can recommend him, but definitely Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson is another great card. If you look at the attributes, 87 speed, 81 zone, 87 man. He hits those 80, I think All Pro is 80 thresholds, and I think All Madden is 85. So he hits that. He definitely hits the man threshold. But honestly, even for zone, even if he gets cooked a little bit, he's got 87 speed. He's faster than most wide receivers, unless you're facing those really high-end wide receivers. But if you're facing another no-money-spent team, he's going to outrun any wide receiver they put out. I'm yet to see him get torched on my team. He's played a bunch of games for me. He's yet to get torched. He's got that 88 excel. 87 jumping, so even though he's only 5'11", he's still got that high jumping to go break up those passes. 79 play rec isn't the greatest, but a lot of times he's on that deep third, and then he's not going to have the greatest play rec to just be able to stick with him. So he might be one of the best cornerbacks in the game for his price, especially since you can get him for free from doing house rules. That's who I chose. I would definitely recommend it. Michael Mayer, he's another one that almost everyone knows about. Just go out, do your challenges, get him. He's one of the best tight ends in the game. He mosses people. Great after the catch, just stiff arm and trucks through people. He's definitely someone to go out. I don't think I have to explain more. Deshaun Elliott, if you're looking for a budget user, Deshaun Elliott is definitely the way to go. He's 96K, just under 100K. He's got 85 speed. His man's not great, but if you're going to user him, it doesn't matter. Man and zone don't matter. And if you're not using him, he's got 87 zone, so you could definitely just throw him out there. 84 tackling, 6'1". The 85 speed is really big because a lot of users that I've seen, even the high ends, still only have 85 speed. Like Cameron Curl only has 85 speed. So if you're going to user him, it doesn't really matter because they're both strong safeties. They're both going to get the same animations. So you might as well go with the little bit of cheaper one because he's 130K cheaper than Cameron Curl. And he plays great with me. I have multiple user picks in just one game that I had with him. He's a really good budget user. Now here's where we go on. These lower ones are going to be the last couple I talk about, and some of them are free. This Odell, I don't know how to explain it. He's an 84 overall. He's only got 84 speed. So he plays like an 87 overall. He's probably the best. I play him at slot. He's really good. I don't see a reason to go out and get someone like Christian Kirk, who is also a really good budget beast. But if you have someone like OBJ, I don't see a reason to go out and get him. OBJ plays really great out of the slot. He's going to be running a lot of slants for you. Even though short route running is only 80, I never see any problems with him. He doesn't drop balls. His catch in traffic is 86, and with the 88 spec catch, he's catching everything. He's got 88 jumping. He's just an all-around dog, and I don't see a reason to replace him until a new card comes out. Like, I don't know. When I get D-Hop, that's probably when he'll be off my team. But until then, he's going to be on the team. Bobby Wagner, I don't really use middle linebackers that much. He is on the field when I run nickel, especially 3-3 and 3-3 Cub. In 3-3 Cub, I replace my left outside linebacker with Bobby Wagner because he plays coverage for me. He plays a flat. So he's fine. 84, I mean, you can go out and get him if you really need a if you need a middle linebacker. Definitely go out and get 84 Bobby Wagner. He's definitely the best budget linebacker out there. He plays fine for what he is. I mean, linebackers don't get those crazy animations, so they're not great. Definitely use a strong safety, but if you just need one out there, definitely go out and get Bobby Wagner. Last card I'm going to talk about is this DeAndre Swift card. I just replaced him with Kenneth Walker, but I'm not going to lie. For being 83 overall, he's great. Even though he's only got that 79 break tackle, that 69 trucking, that 70 catching. He's only got 82 speed. He plays really well. He plays like an 86 overall. If you don't have the coins to go out and buy everyone, if you have DeAndre Swift, he should be your last upgrade, depending on your team. Definitely go out and get the safeties and stuff. If you need a user, don't focus on running back if you have other priorities such as O-line, stuff like that. DeAndre Swift is a really good running back. He's serviceable. I used him all the way up to today, and he was great for me. He's backup. If he ever gets in the game, he's still going to be great for me. He's just an all-around player. I don't see why he plays this well, but all I know is that he gets good juke moves because of he's an elusive back, so he's going to break ankles that way. And he can even win tackle battles, and he does fight for you, especially in the pile. He gets those couple extra yards. He gets those animations. He's a really great card, especially for only being an 83 overall. Especially if you're just starting. If you're starting a little bit late, don't worry about getting a running back because you got DeAndre Swift. 83 overall, he's going to fight for you. And then Isaiah Simmons. This is going to be the last one. If you are really struggling to find safety, if you can't afford them, if you really need a budget beast, this is going to be the last card I'm going to talk about. 81 Isaiah Simmons. He's only 16K. If you go to his attributes, he's got 83 speed. He's not the great in coverage, but I've used him in man. He's fine in man. He does break up. 83 speed, it's not great for a user, but it's serviceable if you're just passing off to other routes. Definitely, if you are just starting the game, look for the Isaiah Simmons. 16K, it's going to be very easy to come across. You might even pull him from those free packs that you get as you're working through the field pass and stuff. Definitely put him in the lineup. Use him as your user. He's quick enough. Since he's a safety, he gets those jump animations where he's going to jump up and grab a pick that's over his head, unlike Bobby Wagner and those other middle linebackers you might have out there. And he's got the 85 hit power, which is also great. And he's 6'4", so he's always going to be able to reach up and grab those interceptions. The other problem is that 83 speed is going to, I don't know how much longer I would have been able to use him. That's why I went out and replaced him with Deshaun Elliott. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you find some of these cards. Some of them not many people know about. You just kind of, especially this Deshaun Elliott. I'm not going to lie, I've never seen anyone using Deshaun Elliott online, but he plays really well for me. I just don't think many people know about him. Kenneth Walker, I've seen a couple, but also it's hard when all those people got God squads and those are the only teams you see, so you never get to see budget teams that often. So it's always good to just see what's out there. So I hope this helped you with all those cards out there and make the right upgrades for your team. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you next time.